Hi everybody, welcome to tonight's yin practice. Tonight our concentration is going to be on improving our hip flexibility. So I'm going to get started. We're going to go into supported fish. So you'll need 2 blocks and you're going to make it into a T. So the long block is going to be along your back, and then the horizontal block is going to be along your head. So you're going to try to roll back down, find that nice spot where your back is supported and then your head is supported. Arms can come out into a T, then come alongside your body. But we're going to start with the legs long. And let's just find our spot on our mats. Start to ease in. Start to bring our heart rate down. Start to bring our awareness to our breath. So just be aware of your breath. Don't force it. Don't judge it. Don't try to change it. Just acknowledge it. Now let's do a nice little body scan. Go through your body and see, is it feeling any tightness anywhere? If you're feeling some tightness somewhere, just again, acknowledge that. You know? Might be a little tight maybe in your quads, maybe in your glutes. And see if you can just, when you shut down your eyes, can you breathe and soften that body part? Now in our next breath, I'm going to count to 4, and then I'm going to count to 4 again and 4 again. So we're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale really softly for 4. So let's inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your lips. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do that again. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale gently. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slide the soles of your feet towards your pelvis till your feet join. Let the knees fall away from one another, coming into butterfly position. Maybe you want to just flap your butterfly wings. So little pulses to the thighs, and then find the spot where you can settle. Let the shoulders roll back. Maybe let the eyes flutter shut. Open up your heart, opening up our hips. Find the natural rhythm of your breath. And let everything get heavy. So when we're doing a yin practice, we want to find what they call like a little Goldilocks spot, right? Where we're not too little, not too much, but just right where we can let the deeper connective tissues, our fascia, open up for us. And a few more breaths here. So tonight, I thought of a little mantra for us. That's going to be, I am at ease. So on your inhale, inhale the words I am, and your exhale at ease. So as we hold the poses, we're going to be holding these shapes for like 3-5 minutes. Maybe that mantra of being at ease. We'll just find some quietness and some stillness in our body where we can open up. Okay, no matter where your hands are, bring them along the side of your thighs and gently, using your fingertips at ease, bring those knees up. Then walk your glutes, your feet a little closer to your glutes. We're going to roll over to one side so that we can remove the blocks. Keep them close by. We're going to use them a couple of times this evening. And we're going to come back onto our back. You're going to bring both knees into your chest. Just do a little hug here, line your spine. And then you're going to bring the feet up towards the sky. Reach up to touch the tops of your feet. And if you can't reach the tops of your feet quite yet, grab behind your calves. And we're going to move the feet away from one another. Then drive the knees back down into a happy baby pose. So it's going to be a nice glute stretch. I said a glute stretch. It's going to be a nice quad stretch. So try to find some stillness here. When we do the hatha yoga, we kind of rock our baby and move side to side. Right now we want to get into those quads muscles and give them a nice stretch. Open down deep into our fascia. Now I was talking about bringing it down and going deep, but that doesn't mean you have to hold tight. Find a spot. You can say, I can hold it here, and then I can ease off just a little bit to still be beneficial, but that I can actually relax and breathe and surrender into the shape. Soften your eyes. Soften your jaw. Maybe take a nice big swallow. We're feeling our belly rise and fall. Maybe against our quad muscles, against those thighs. I am at ease. A little bit longer here. So has your body opened up a little bit? Can you give it? And then slowly bring your feet. The drums going in the background is what's bothering me. And slowly drop your feet down to the ground. Press up into a little bridge, not a big bridge, just a little bridge. Realign your back and then come down to the ground, bring your arms down by your side. And let's just settle in there for a couple of breaths. All right, we're going to take the right leg and cross it over the right leg, cross your right ankle over top of your left knee. And then using your hand, you're going to guide it, kind of like a figure 4. but we're not going to stay there. Grab your block and bring it to the left side of your body. Now lift up your hips and move them over to the right, just a couple of inches. Bring your arms to a T. Take a nice big inhale. And on your exhale, you're gonna rock over to the left and see if you can bring your foot onto your block. A little IT band stretch. Now with your left hand, can you grab your left ankle? And then we'll just settle into that. Now, as you settle it, so my leg is leaning towards, my knee is leaning towards my body. See if you can push the leg away to get right into the deep top hip flexor. But again, we have to be respectful. Listen to our body. Wait for it to open up for us. Sink and breathe. Soften. Maybe we're feeling a little bit of gratitude that first we have the capabilities, the physical strength, the physical need to be able to do this and to be able to give back to our body this way. I'm grateful. More breaths. You can let go of your ankle, bring your hands back to the T. Slowly roll back and cross the legs. And keep both feet together, knees together. Bring your arms to cactus arms. And let's just relish into that shape. All right, now we're going to grab our band. We're going to bring both knees back into our chest. You're going to take your straps or your strap, bring the strap to your feet, and then make a little twist into your hands, and then walk the feet away. And we're going to go into a strapped happy baby. So back to that happy baby, but we're going to see if we can bring the strap closer, a little wide. Might feel a little awkward. Walk the feet away from one another, find that spot, and then you can press into the strap as you bring your hands down to the ground. Soften into your quads, soften your toes, maybe give your toes a little wiggle. And breathe. Small holds, small moves are so powerful for us. It's practices like these that are going to keep us being able to do all the other stuff that we want to do, whether it's, weight training, running, Tabata, swimming, cycling, mountain climbing. Soften your quads, soften your hips, soften your back, soften your glutes. You're holding tension anywhere. So we want to stress the muscle a little bit so it opens, but not to the point of tension. Soften, we can open up. All right. Slowly start to bring the feet back together. We're going to remove the strap. Bring the feet down to the ground. Press a little bit into a little tiny baby bridge. And then drop the glutes back down. Bring your arms to cactus arms. Let's hold it here for a breath or two. Take that IT band stretch over to the other side. So let's take the left ankle over the right leg. Using your hand, create some space. Bring your block down by your foot. Arms out to the side. Take a nice big inhale. On your exhale, let's drop down to the right. You land on your block. Can you reach your ankle with your right hand? Press that knee a little bit more away from your body, but again, be respectful. That IT band stretch is going to go right from the top of the hip, the outer thigh, along the knee, down into the side of your leg. So we don't want to torque it. We want to stretch it lovely. Breathe, settle with deep. Find your I am at ease. Find your nice long breaths. You might notice that one side of your body is tighter than the other. And when we drive, we're using the right side of the foot a little bit more. Maybe we cross our legs more on one side. When we stand, we tend to stand on one hip or the other as opposed to equal. So you're going to feel it differently. A little bit longer. You slowly let go of your ankle, bring your arm back into that T position. Just roll up and across the legs. Now this time bring your feet a little wider than your back so your knees can fall into one another. Bring your arms back to cactus arms, back the hands, kiss the ground, and soften. Both knees into your chest. You can either drop to one side or rock yourself up. We're going to come into a seated butterfly. So I want you to grab your block and you're going to come up and sit on your block. You bring your other block forward. And you're going to bring it in the center of your body, the center of your foot. Before that, let's bring our feet into butterfly wings. So I will turn forward and sit on my block, making a nice diamond shape. I would have my feet and my legs. I'm going to roll my shoulders back and down. I can bring your block somewhere that you can have it. Lift the shoulders down. I want you to hinge at the hips as you come forward. So you might have to move the block, might come down to somewhere that you can support your forearms onto it and let the hip fall. So it's going to be a stretch for the back for sure, but it's also a nice big stretch for those hip flexors. So leaning forward. Let everything get heavy. Again, we're finding that spot in the inner thighs, that shape where we can say, yes, there's some tension, there's a little tightness there, and I can hold it. I'm not feeling pain. I'm not forcing. I can just let gravity slowly and time make the difference here to open up the hips. Some people like to bring their elbows right on top of the block and bring their thumbs to their third eye. Try that. Just be at ease with exactly where we are. Tonight, many of these poses are working the liver, the gallbladder, meridians. So we're doing lots of opening up for that. Gallbladder, that's the bile and the energy for movement and action. We need that. When it's unbalanced, it causes headaches, maybe eye disorders, maybe loss of sleep or insomnia. You might be timid, you might not be able to make a decision. So poses like this help bring it back into alignment. And bring the knees up just a little bit. Take them back down. Did you create any space? Yes, no, it does not matter. It's just a thought, it's just a feeling, just a scene. All right, lift up our head. We're going to move the block. We use our hands to slowly guide those legs back up. And then coming off the block, keeping the block. So we're still going to be staying onto our glutes here. We're going to go into a seated swan, which is similar to a figure four. Right, so let's start with the right side of our body. So the block, couple of options. Block, so your right foot can be, I'm going to show sides. Right foot can be on the block, but you want to sit right up onto your sit bones. Opposite ankle comes across. So you're opening up, bring your hands behind, and then take your chest up towards the sky. Now you don't want to be too forceful with the stretch. Now sit up a little closer. Can you bring your glutes a little closer? Feel that. Where is it going to feel? So you want that stretch is going to be one in the hip flexor here, but it's also going to target that glute. So find a spot to settle in. If that's too uncomfortable with the block, take it away, feel it. Right? You want to feel your body. I'm here to kind of guide us, but really your body here is the guide, is the teacher. Listen to it. I'm not going to hold this pose as long. Point your toes of the top foot towards your knee. And soften it. All right, if you have a block, just kick it to the side and then take that leg nice and long, right? And so that keeping that foot ankle crossed, you're gonna roll yourself back and down. And you're gonna come into a lying tree. Arms can be anything, but what I suggest, because we've done the T's and we've done the cactus arms, let's take our arms up overhead into a diamond shape. So have one arm into the other. You can use your block underneath the knee, underneath the thigh. So bring the ground up a little bit. And that ankle is not crushing your patella, not crushing your knee, joint, so it's up a little higher. Nice lying tree pose. Soften your shoulders into the ground. Let the knee fall away. Let the hip open. Everything nice and soft. Couple more breaths. And if you have the block, we'll bring the hand down along the side of the body, bring the block away. Use your fingertip to bring that knee back up. You're going to bring both feet on the ground, knees together, feet together. We're going out into a T position. Take a nice big inhale. Drop both knees over to the right. So a little spinal twist. Only go as far as your shoulders will still stay connected to the ground, to the earth. So again, the block is our friend. You can use it to guide underneath your knees. And keep your knees, if you want to try, move the block, and if you want to extend the top leg straight out, see what that feels like. Now, if it feels good for your neck, take your gaze to look over your left. Fingers, and then let everything soften. If your leg is straight, we'll bring it back in. So both knees are together, feet are together. Nice twist. Bring your head back central. Let everything soften. And on your next breath, bring your knees back up towards the sky. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Hug those knees in. Realign your spine. Settle for a breath or two. Now we're going to rock ourselves back up to sitting. So find your sit bones. And we're going to do that seated swan on the other side. So bring your block for your foot, if you like it. And then we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. No, over the right, yes. Left ankle, that long. You can create some space into that hip. Maybe lifting it up, maybe lifting it forward or back. Bringing your fingertips, fingertips towards your glutes and settling in. Soften through your shoulders. You can take your gaze to look up. It feels good for your head and neck. Close your eyes. Nice big long inhale. And long exhales. Couple more breaths here. And then we'll kick that block away. Slide the foot long. Roll yourself back down, keeping that leg crossed. Come on down to a lying tree. You want to bring your block back underneath to support that knee. Now again, this side of my body is much tighter than the other side, so you always have that option to bring the foot down as opposed to on top. Bring it down to the side. Now I tell you. And see if we can open up some space here. Let's bring the arms up overhead and then the opposite hand on top of the other. Look at that long, elongated diamond shape. Shoulders are soft. Breath is soft. And we're breathing. Take a nice inhale. I am at ease. And bring the left arm down to the side. Move the block if it's there. Use those fingertips to guide the knee back up. Bring both knees into your chest. Just a little hug. And then we'll line the knees up together. Bring the arms back out into a T. Take a nice big inhale. We're going to drop both knees over to the left. Try and keep that right shoulder anchored to the ground. Let everything soften. And breathe. Nowhere to be. Nothing to do. We're here. We're present. Now, as we did on the other side, maybe you want to keep the top leg away, out to the side. Maybe you want to take your gaze to look over your right fingertips. See what your body would like. If the upper leg is long, let's bring it back in line. Bring our head back in line. Hang out here for a couple more breaths. Slowly back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And now just kind of making wide fingers, grab the tops of your kneecaps, and we're going to take the legs away from one another and just make some really, really small, slow, exaggerated circles. So the knees come into your chest, they come away, they go towards the end of your body and back in. Super slow. And then let's switch directions. So push them away and then up to the sides, back into your chest. Slow and slow. One more. Knees in your chest. Grab the top soles of your feet. Bring your feet away from one another. Come back to that happy baby. Maybe you're noticing a little difference in the feeling of your quads, the feeling of your hips. Drop the left leg down to the ground and keep that right leg up. So you're going into a half happy baby. Bring the left foot back up. Grab the soles of your feet. Bring the knee down towards your armpit. Drop the right foot down the ground. Bring that right foot back up. You're bringing the feet together. Press the feet towards the ceiling. Flex your feet. Bring your arms down by your side of your body with the palms touching the ground. Into a legs up the wall waterfall. Bend both knees. Bring the feet down to the ground. Let them connect to the earth. Press into your feet. Lift the hips up towards the sky. We're going to hold our little break just for a slow count of 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your glutes to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your left leg nice and long. Bring your heel to the outside corner of the mat. Bring your right leg nice and long. Bring that heel away. Let your shoulders roll away. Let your wrists roll away. Heels roll away. Soften and melt. Enjoy a few moments of quietness, stillness in our Shavasana. All of our work transition incorporate into our body. I'll bring us back in a few moments. start to bring some movements to your fingers and your toes. Maybe massage the back of your head by rocking your head side to side. Bring your legs together, bring your arms overhead, give yourself a giant stretch. And as you draw your knees into your chest, roll over to one side using your bicep as a little pillow. And when you're ready, using that upper arm to bring yourself up to seated. Take a nice big inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me, but more importantly, for making your body at ease. Namaste.
Amanda.